eyes.
There, baby. Good job.
So proud to introduce my handsome man. He does have the hiccups right now, so he's a little bit fussy, but he's very awake and alert for you guys, which I love. He's like this all the time, and he honestly has been phenomenal. He usually only cries when there's something wrong, but as long as we go through the little checklist, make sure he's fed, which he has been cluster feeding. He eats like crazy as long as he is fed and his diaper's changed, we do some burping, he's usually great. He gets a little fussy with things like this since he doesn't know what's going on yet. He doesn't understand the hiccups, but besides that, he is so incredible. He has been such a good boy. Now, 1 week later, we are both adjusting amazingly. He has been epic. Honestly, don't have a ton of experience with newborns, but he has been just so good. And I have honestly felt so great ever since I gave birth. My nausea has subsided and I have been able to have all of my attention on him, so that has been incredible. I haven't been too sore all over my body. Obviously my vagina is a little bit sore, as I would assume. I did end up getting the epidural towards the end because my nausea just wouldn't subside and I couldn't stop puking, and it was just making it incredibly hard to have the contractions while I'm puking. It was just awful. So after I did get the epidural, it did go away, so I was able to focus more on the giving birth process, and it was incredible. I honestly couldn't have imagined a better experience. My nurses were amazing. They made it all so great. My mom was there, as well as my best friend in the entire world was in the room with me, and they made it so comfortable for me, just there for me for everything I needed, really talking me through it. My fiance was the ultimate key to success in all of this. Not only was he able to help calm me down anytime I got overworked, but a good support system really does make or break the delivery. It does. I had an amazing team, great nurses, just everyone really made the process amazing, as well as my nighttime staff, the people who took care of me after, were incredibly sweet, helped me with everything I Since I've been home, it has also been great because my dad is in town. So Friday morning I gave birth. Saturday afternoon we were already headed home. So Saturday night was incredible. He honestly slept really well the first couple nights. My fiance obviously does work full time. I have been doing complete night shifts, so him sleeping long periods of time has been incredible for me. It has made this experience so great. Since he does cluster feed all day long and right before bed, it really does help. The only negative factors I've been experiencing is just the lack of appetite, which I knew would probably come because of the crazy eating schedule I had with the pregnancy. and the tummy issues I was having pre-pregnancy, but I do plan to go see a doctor. It hasn't been incredibly bad, especially compared to what my pregnancy entailed, so I've been trying to eat as much as possible, and I've had lots of people coming in and out the house, and that's just really helped me stay on track with eating. Our two oldest boys, my fiance's two kids, were actually both bottle fed, and so my fiance has been adjusting to breastfeeding, and obviously it's great for him since he doesn't have to do anything yet, but it's also kind of hard since it's not in his hands feeding his own child. But for me, it has been the most incredible experience of my entire life. I am in love with it. It is very personable and bonding between the two of us, and he immediately latched right away. We've had absolutely no problems yet, although I know sometimes problems occur later on when they get bigger and start requiring more of a demand, but since he's only a week old, he has been incredible, feeding all the time, cluster feeding, which is great for me because, like I said, I love it. It's not too demanding on me yet. It's not physically or mentally exhausting yet, and I know we'll probably get there eventually, but it's just been amazing so far. That being said, he is a sucker. He's constantly sucking on something, his hands, his pacifier, if not my boob, and so I think that really helps. He just really is always wanting that action. I also really wanted to address that my mental health has also been really incredible. I know it has a lot to do with my fiance utterly supporting me, going insane for this new baby, just really having that attachment and that help. But I usually struggle really hard with being able to control my emotions, so I also know that it does come later on sometimes, so I will be watching out for any signs of that. But so far, postpartum has been really great for my mental health. Me and him have really had that bond, as well as we've had lots of time with Daddy and time with our grandpa and grandma, and everything has just been really sweet and helpful. So far, I have been really healthy. We actually have our first checkup today later on, but I really wanted to get this video filmed, so I'll have to update you more on his current statuses a little bit later. But he has, like I said, he's been feeding amazingly, and so I haven't noticed any craziness or anything fussy. He's got little rashes. He hasn't been having any issues. Like I said, he has a little bit of a rash on his face, but they say that is the newborn rash that goes away. I've been putting my breast milk on it, and it doesn't seem to be a problem. It doesn't aggravate him at all, so he has been really great. No diaper rashes or anything along those lines. We've been loving the cloth diapers, and way more than we ever thought we would. My fiance was semi-against the cloth diapers, but after seeing how incredibly easy they were, as well as with the cloth wipes, it has just been such an experience for us. Everything that we planned to do or really wanted to do with him has just been working out really well, and so honestly, I just have no complaints. And I know they say that your first kid is just the best experience of your whole life. It's your body and life tricking you into having another kid, because it's just been so sweet. Every single thing that I was worried about or scared for, even a little bit, because I didn't have a ton of worry with him since my fiance is just amazing and he's just the best dad I've ever met. It's why I fell in love with him. So I didn't have a ton of worries, but the ones that I did have completely disappeared. The only thing I'm ever worried about is just how healthy and how happy and safe he is, which just shows that like you care about your kids. So I haven't been worried at all, which again, I'm a big worrier. I'm a planner, so when I can't plan things to the T, I get so freaked out. And obviously birth is not something you can ever plan to the T. Having a kid is something you could never plan to the T. So I just have been soaking up all of the new experiences and love that he has been offering me. The very best part about all of this so far has definitely been Friday after I gave birth. After school, my fiance went and picked up the boys, and meeting baby Brayden for the first time was magical. Boys were so good with him. You could see the love in their eyes when they looked at him, and it was truly just the most heart-touching moment for a parent ever. Seeing the love between your two kids is just, incredible. I'm gonna cry, like, emotional person, so when it comes to my kids, I really can't hold back. I have a lot of love for all the people in my life, but the love that you have for your kids is just a whole new kind of love. And although the boys are my entire life, giving birth to him was hands down the best thing that has ever happened to me and my family, and seeing the boys with him really, really clicked for me how beautiful and lucky I am to have such an incredible family. I know that for my fiance, it really hit him when we brought him home and we were both in bed cuddling our beautiful boy, and we were reading him a book that we had gotten. It's called Guess How Much I Love You, and it's just a mama talking to a baby back and forth about how much they love each other, and both of us bawled our eyes out because my fiance doesn't cry a lot. That's not a normal thing, although he does express his emotions very well, and so he definitely fell apart when we were reading that together. Sorry if this was a little all over the place. I will remember next time to like take some notes and write down everything I was going to say before I make the video so I don't get all crazy like I did this time. It's just when I think about him and I think about everything that's been going on this past week, it just doesn't feel real. We'll insert some 1 week postpartum belly shots to show you what I've got working with. Weight-wise, I actually lost about the 10 pounds that I did gain during my pregnancy, so I am back to a little bit less than my pre-pregnancy weight, technically, because I did have all that nausea, I did lose a bunch of weight, and so after he came out, I'm back down to the weight I was when I very first got pregnant and got really, really sick and did lose that 10 pounds, so I'm back down to that weight. So from here on out, I really plan to try to get some muscle mass back, start eating better so I can have a healthier diet and support, because that's what I'm feeding him still. So I just really plan to eat a lot better and really try to get my health back exactly where I want it rather than my body. That's always the key. Every woman is different. Our bodies bounce back completely different, and it all depends on, you know, hormones, different things that are not controllable most of the time. So I think the key to being postpartum and dealing with all of that, especially body image and self and all of that, is just to really start eating better, doing light exercise. I have already gone on 2 walks with Brayden. We just walk around our neighborhood. It is extremely nice out. Ever since he's been born, actually. It was super windy and hot before, and now it's died down, and it's been incredible. So we've been going on walks. I've been trying to, when I do eat as healthy and good as possible, drinking only water, tons and tons of water, because all that matters to me is that he's getting the nutrition and the support that he needs, which is all coming from me right now. So although my body is important to me and I want to have a nice looking body, what really matters is that I have been feeding it well and doing the steps that honestly you need to have to get a healthy, nice looking body. And so I have been very happy with what I have been doing and the plan from here. It's just all about self-confidence and eating well.
So as you can see, I didn't gain nearly as many stretch marks as I assumed I would because I'm extremely prone to them. I was moisturizing up to 4 or 5 times a day, actively massaging, since that's definitely the key to healthy skin in general. You can see I definitely have a little pouch still, although I kind of had one before, so that is my 1 week postpartum belly shot.
So I'm just gonna leave this off here. If I forgot anything or if you guys have any questions, make sure you comment down below and hit that like button. If you enjoyed seeing my beautiful baby boy and you want to see more of him, make sure you do subscribe. See you, bye guys.